Welcome and Merry almost Christmas season. My name is Jenneca and today we are going to be discussing 50 thoughtful, meaningful, and affordable gift-giving ideas for this Christmas season. Now, whether you're ready for Christmas to be here or not, it's never too soon to start planning ahead, which is why I wanted to get this video as soon as possible. So I broke these ideas into 5 topics, and each topic has 10 different ideas under it. The topics are 1. Service gifts, 2. Kids gifts, 3. Neighbor gifts, 4. Purchased gifts, and 5. DIY or handmade gifts. I just wanted to share some ideas and inspiration today that will hopefully make the gift giving process feel a little more joyful and a lot less stressful. Now keep in mind that today I'm not going to be sharing crafting or DIY tutorials. Today is just a brainstorm idea dump so that you can get your wheels turning. But I will be making a lot of DIY and crafting tutorials and just Christmas and holiday inspiration videos here on my channel. I post videos every Friday, but with the holiday season, I might actually be posting more than one video a week, so be sure to hit like and subscribe because I have so many ideas already. Let's jump right into it. The first category is service gifts. Now keep in mind, for any of these categories and any of these ideas, it's only going to be meaningful if you know the person and you know their needs, wants, and desires. All right, service gifts, idea number 1, we have frozen meals. Now this could be really meaningful to maybe a new mom, or maybe somebody who's undergoing surgery or sick, or maybe just hates cooking, like me. But keep in mind, you need to know what their food preferences are, allergies, things like that, and you also need to make sure they have freezer space for it. Okay, idea number 2, a clean house. Now, this one I've given my mom on multiple occasions because growing up, she always said all she wanted for any holiday was a clean house and happy kids. If you know somebody who just would love to have a clean house, but you know, they've got a lot going on or they're just sick of cleaning, go do it for them. Idea number 3 is cleaning a car. My niece actually did this for me last week. I was having a tough week and I had let her borrow my car, and when she gave it back to me, it was spotless. She had vacuumed, wiped everything down, organized everything. This was the best gift because it saved me time and energy for something I really didn't want to do but really desperately needed. Idea number 4, digitizing old home videos. This is something that we've been working on doing for my parents slowly but surely. Just taking old cassette tapes, VHS tapes, and digitizing them, modernizing them. If you don't have technological skills or equipment to do that, there are programs and services that can help you. That's a great gift, especially for older parents or grandparents. Okay, idea number 5, childcare or babysitting for a date night. Now, obviously this is beneficial to parents who just need a little bit of alone time. Idea number 6, this kind of goes with cleaning, we talked about it earlier, but help organizing. I almost think this one's more meaningful if you can do it with them because then they can have their say as well. Okay, idea number 7. This is helping finish home projects. So if you know somebody who's been working on a home project or wants to start one, say they need a room painted or, you know, door hinges or doorknobs changed, I don't know, something like that, or trim put in. If there's a home project that you can help them finish, that could be a really great gift idea. Idea number 8, take them on an outing. I have done this for my nieces and nephews now for years. Instead of giving them gifts, I started taking them on birthday dates, and it has become our favorite tradition and some of my most cherished memories. And sometimes it's been so simple, like my niece, I took her to the dollar store and I let her pick out one toy, and then we went and got ice cream after, and just being out and shopping together and getting ice cream was so fun. And I spent $1 on the toy and $1 on the ice cream, and she was so happy. Some of my nieces and nephews, I've taken them rock climbing or hiking. We've recently, since I got married, started inviting them over for a birthday sleepover, and that's been really fun too. We just make dinner together and watch a movie, and in the morning I'll make them a special breakfast. Idea number 9, offer a hobby or a skill. If you are really good at plumbing, I don't know, and you know somebody needs help with their plumbing, offer to help them and offer that skill. Even, I think this is a good one, especially if you have older parents or grandparents, offering help with digital organization and teaching them how their computer or iPad or whatever works. So just kind of doing something for somebody that you're capable of that they could really benefit from your skills or hobbies or talents. The idea number 10 is offer lessons. Like, if you have a skill that you're really good at and you know you have a friend or somebody who really wants to learn that skill, offer to give them some lessons. Now, this could look like piano lessons, sewing, painting, even cooking. Oh, I need cooking lessons. That would be a good one. Our gifts don't always have to come in a package in a bow. Although if you want them to be able to open some of these more service-related gifts on Christmas morning, you could give them like a little coupon, or I know my mom has done things for me and she'll like write a poem to go with it, just so I have something to open. So that's kind of a fun idea so that they're still opening something on Christmas morning. All right, those are my ideas for service-related gifts. There were 10 of them. If you have more ideas, please comment them below. Here are some budget-friendly kids gift ideas. The first gift idea is a hobby kit. Now, this is something that my sister did for me one time. I love arts and crafts, obviously. I mean, hence this whole YouTube channel and my whole business. So one year for Christmas, my sister got me a little red toolbox, and inside she put art supplies, scissors, hole punches, just random things that I could use to make crafts and art. I have the toolbox to this day, and it meant so much to me as a kid because it was a hobby that I was genuinely so interested in. Other hobby kits might be, you could do any creative skill, really, paints, embroidery, jewelry making. I know that one's popular with a lot of kids. Whatever their hobby is, if there's some supply or tool that could be beneficial to them, that's such a fun idea. Okay, kids gift idea number 2. Build things out of cardboard. You can do so much with cardboard. Some of my favorite gifts I received as a kid were from my sisters who made things out of cardboard. My sister made me, when I was really young, a little stove out of cardboard. She used little lids to make the burners on the stove, and then she painted it, and it was so cute, and I loved that thing. She also made me a puppet show out of a cardboard box. And one year for my nephew, I made him an airplane out of a cardboard box, and he loved it. And so you'd be surprised how entertained kids can be by something super simple. Okay, idea number 3, I've seen my nieces and nephews got this, I think from another aunt or uncle. They got a build your own fort kit. It just had bed sheets in it and clamps and some rope, and they used that thing so much to build forts. Idea number 4. When I was younger, somebody made me a felt board with little cutouts. So it's literally a board covered in felt, and then it had like little people and a little house and a little cloud, all made out of felt in different colors. And felt can kind of stick to itself, and so I could put the characters and the house and the flowers on this board. Okay, kids idea number 5, paper dolls. This is so cheap and really fun. I actually used my iPad to draw out and design paper dolls that looked like my niece and her entire family, and they had little outfits you could switch out. They're huge Denver Broncos fans, so I had like Denver Bronco jerseys they could put on. That was so fun. I designed it on Procreate on my iPad. Maybe I'll do a video someday on that. If you don't have those skills though, that's okay. There's actually templates or really cheap things you can purchase on Etsy to purchase a little paper doll set, and then you can just print and cut it out. If you want to laminate, you could. But paper dolls, I as a kid at least loved playing with them, and again, super inexpensive. Okay, idea number 6. This might not be the cheapest one on the list, depending on how you go about it, but you could make it fit any budget. Idea number 6 is a room makeover. So if you have a kid that's been talking about wanting to paint their room pink or is really into something right now, gifting them the opportunity to help design their own room, or doing it for them if you want to surprise them, could be fun too, but they might like to be involved in the process depending on their personality. A room makeover, even if it's little simple touches like painting a wall or putting a quote on the wall or giving them a little bit of decor that matches what they're interested in. or making them some decor that they're interested in. Room makeovers. Oh, as a kid, I always wanted to make over my room, so this would be such a fun one. Okay, idea number 7 is to build doll furniture out of old stuff. My mom once made a little chair out of a tuna can. You can make like a little bed out of an Altoids can. We had this little Barbie couch that was literally 2 blocks of wood glued together, covered in fabric, and it was forever our Barbie couch. You could also just gift your kids some old junk and say, we're gonna turn this into Barbie furniture together, and that could be a really fun activity. Idea number 8 is to build your own board game. Now, this idea I got from teaching. When I would tutor and work with students in math one-on-one, sometimes as an incentive, I would let them design their own board game. So I just draw some like a squiggly path, and then they'd get to fill it in with, you know, color it in, and they could make it any theme. So I had one kid that added dinosaurs to theirs. I made a space-themed one once, and you just kind of make a squiggly path and then let them fill in the rest. And this is really fun, especially if you want to work with your kid on an educational skill. So you can then take that board game and say, we're going to practice our math facts today. So every time you get a math fact right, you get to roll the dice and move your piece. I have just bought, like, you can buy like a trifold board that folds out, and then it's fun because they feel like it actually folds up like a game. And then they can design their characters on little pieces of paper that you can laminate or just cover in packing tape and cut out. Okay, kids gift idea number 9 is to build an activity binder. Now this one is really simple and really easy. If the kid in your life is really interested in something specific, like, I don't know, Minecraft or Disney princesses, you could put together an activity binder. Now this is just a binder with printed out pages, so you can find coloring pages that have to do with what they're interested in. You could do like word searches and crosswords, connect the dots, and just tons of activities all related back to whatever it is that they're interested in. A lot of this stuff you can find for free on the internet, or, you know, you can even find some really inexpensive printable files on Etsy too if you're struggling to find what you're looking for. Kids idea number 10 is to make homemade Play-Doh. This is just a simple, easy one, but it's really fun. Or salt dough so that they can bake it and they can keep whatever they make. On category number 3, and this is neighbor gifts. Now, these are gifts that you can mass produce for a lot of people. They're pretty inexpensive and maybe not quite as like personalized. The first one is simmer pot ingredients. I did this last year for our neighbors, and you basically just put together the ingredients for a simmer pot, package it all cute, and drop it off on the doorstep. Neighbor gift idea number 2 is to gift ornaments. Now, you could buy ornaments, but if you wanted to save money and make them even more personalized and meaningful, you could also make your own ornaments. And I am making an entire video with ornament making ideas. And once I have it done and up, I'll include it right up here. Idea number 3 for neighbor gifts is a heat pack or hand warmers. This can be done by just sewing a little piece of fabric together and putting rice inside and then sealing it off by sewing it. This rice bag can be put in the microwave and reheated anytime they need a heat pack. Idea number 4, gift wrapping tags or a gift wrapping kit. I like to make my own cards and gift wrapping tags and things like that. And you could actually put together a really cute little kit and gift it to your neighbors early on in the Christmas season so that they could use it for their own gift wrapping. Idea number 5 is tea towels. I mean, who doesn't love a cute tea towel? And I've seen some really cute ideas on Pinterest. I have seen people like stamp tea towels before, or write on them or paint on them, and like you could put somebody's last name, or you know, you can make it so cute. So idea number 6 is a mix in a jar or a mug. This is when you put a brownie mix together or a cookie mix, or if you have a famous taco soup recipe or hot chocolate that you love, you can put it together in a little mix and put it in a jar or put it in a cute mug and gift that to them. So it's kind of like a homemade meal or treat that they can just throw together. This idea I came up with because it was actually our wedding favor. We have these little seed packets that say "Let Love Grow," and we put wildflower seeds in them and gave them to our wedding guests as our wedding favor. But you could do something like this for Christmas. You could say, what could you say? Okay, here, I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but in the comments below, write your best seed related or plant related puns that are Christmas related that someone could put on a seed packet. This could be like herbs, vegetables, or flowers. Just seeds are really cheap at the store and you could put together a little seed kit. The idea number 8 is for my fellow gardeners out there. My husband and I love to grow plants and we have an excess of herbs, so we've been saving some herbs that we might gift this year. We've also been harvesting and drying our own herbs, crushing them up and putting them into little herb jars. Idea number 9 is canned or bottled goods. If you have something that you love making or you have an excess of, for example, my mom's grape juice so my parents, they grow their own grapevines and then my mom turns it into grape juice every year and it is our favorite thing, along with her bottled pears. So last year for Christmas, she gave us some grape juice and pears and we were in heaven. And idea number 10 is just homemade food, the classic plate of goodies or home-cooked meal or loaf of bread. Any of that stuff is always welcome. I mean, who doesn't love a good home-cooked meal or treat? Okay, category number 4 is purchased items. Now, I will be honest, this is probably the least budget-friendly option, but each of these ideas you can fit within any budget, so you could spend as much or little on these items as you wanted. At the same time, while these cost money, they don't cost as much time. So if you have the money but not the time, these could be good options as well. And I tried to put things on here that were meaningful and not just like giving more stuff that is gonna sit and mold, and probably not mold, but sit and collect dust in somebody's house, right? Idea number 1 is a subscription service. Now, this could be anything from like Netflix or Disney Plus to Audible or some kind of other media platform, but it could also be a subscription for something they really need or would like to get into using. So something like maybe Adobe Creative Cloud or Canva, or even helping somebody who wants to start a business pay for their website. That could be another great subscription-based gift. Purchased gift idea number 2 is tools that will help them with their goals. Okay, this could look like a gym membership, any gear that they need. So for example, I love rock climbing, and when I was first getting into rock climbing and wanted to get better at it, my parents gave me rock climbing shoes and a harness. That was awesome because I put it to use. It had to do with something I really wanted to achieve and work on. You could also include like software in this, if there's like video editing software and somebody really wants to get into making YouTube videos, or camera equipment. Last year my husband gifted me a ring light and a gizmo to take better videos because he knew that I was really interested in content creation. Okay, idea number 3 is tools for self-sufficiency. Now, if you know somebody who wants to become more self-sufficient and prepared, this is a great and very meaningful gift. For example, my husband last year gave me a hydroponic garden so that I could grow plants indoors during the winter, and I have loved it. We've grown so many herbs and things inside. I grew a whole broccoli plant in there. It was so cool. I've loved that. You could do canning supplies, plant grow light, emergency kits, food storage, so just anything related to that self-sufficiency or emergency preparedness is a really great gift option. And number 4 is tools for relaxation. Maybe this could be something like, I don't know, a massage gun or certain lotions that they really like, or it could be a book or just something that you know helps that person unwind and rest. Purchased gift idea number 5 is experiences. This could be as extravagant as, say, a Disney vacation to as simple as a movie ticket. Just something that you know this person's been wanting to experience and enjoy. Purchased gift idea number 6 is pretty similar to the subscription service, but it's the idea of memberships. So memberships or season passes could come in lots of forms, and this is really helpful when you know the person's area. So if you know that there's a local amusement park that they really love, you could do a season pass there. If you know that there's a kids museum or just some kind of event center that hosts the activities and things they like to do, this could be a really fun one. If there's a botanical garden and they love to be there. Purchase gift idea number 7 is living essentials or care packages. I picture this one being really good for like a college student who can hardly afford the things they need to live off of. You could put together a care kit that has things like dish soap and laundry soap and seasonings or dishes, just whatever you know they need that maybe it's hard for them to afford at this stage of life. Purchased gift idea number 8 is games. Games are really fun because they tend to bring people together, and if somebody's not super into board games or card games, you could even do like games for the Switch. Games that you can do as a family are really fun just because they help bring you together. Like my husband and I last year for Christmas got ourselves Boomerang Foo, and we play it all the time on our Switch together, or like Mario Kart, that's another fun one. And again, board games, card games are other good options too. Purchased gift idea number 9 is a movie night kit. Okay, this could be as extravagant as like a projector and a screen to as simple as popcorn and some treats, or in the middle, like a popcorn maker could be really fun. My niece told me I was going over this list with her, and she said one of her favorite gifts she's ever gotten was her projector because she's been able to host so many family and friend movie nights with it, and kind of build memories using her projector, and she's going to take it with her to college, which will be super fun. Idea number 10, if you don't know what to give them, ask. And a lot of times people know what they need, and if they don't, that's okay. Some people will say, I don't know, or you don't need to get me anything, and that's the whole purpose of this list. But if you're really struggling, just ask them, talk to them. Okay, we are on our last category, which is DIY and handmade gifts. Handmade gifts are my favorite because I just think that when you receive a handmade gift, you know the effort went into it, and it's just really sweet and thoughtful. Handmade gift idea number 1 is a reflection of last year, of this past year. Now this could look like a lot of different things. So the idea I'm thinking of is this little box that I made my husband, and when you open it up, it has pictures from every month of the year, and he can go through and reflect on the previous year. And then I also made this sticker on Procreate, and it is made up of the year that I made it, and it has one picture from each month of that year, and the pictures are from an adventure that we went on together, and I made them into stickers because we both like to collect stickers for our water bottle. So both of these are an example of creating something that helps reflect on the previous year's memories. You could also do like a slideshow, put together a little movie. That leads me into idea number 2, which is to make a memory book. Memory books are really fun. You can get them made at like Walgreens, or you could make it more handmade and do something like a scrapbook or a junk journal, art journal. Idea number 3, I haven't made this, but I kind of want to try it, and if I can figure it out, I will share a tutorial on this page. But I have been seeing people find the cutest little game boxes that look like books and putting them on their bookshelves, and I think this could be such a fun idea if you were to hand make some game cases that looked like books and make them look really cute and then give those to friends and family. I think that'd be such a fun idea, so I'm gonna figure it out and I will share a tutorial once I do. Idea number 4 is a Tic Tac Toe made out of wood and rocks, or really anything. I've seen some really cute ones, and you could make it so cute to sit on like a coffee table or a bookshelf. Idea number 5, I believe, is make personalized Christmas decorations. You could just make any sort of Christmas decor that's really cute and you know someone would enjoy, especially someone who loves to decorate their home. That could be a meaningful gift as well. Idea number 6 is personalized shirts or sweatshirts. If you are somebody who knows, like, has a Cricut and knows how to use it and likes to work with vinyl, you could easily make a lot of different designs and things for sweatshirts and shirts. I made my husband and I matching sweatshirts for Christmas last year as our Christmas pajamas, and it was really fun. We both actually really liked them. If you know somebody like has a favorite movie, you could put a movie quote on, like "You'll shoot your eye out" or "You filthy animal," you know, some fun Christmas movie. Or it doesn't even have to be Christmas related. You could design anything related to something somebody loves. I made my niece a sweatshirt for going to college with like her university logo on it. Idea number 7 is homemade wreaths. Now, I think that wreaths are beautiful, but especially like a fresh one made from fresh pine clippings and berries is so fun and beautiful, and I love making wreaths, so I'm gonna make a video on wreath making ideas later on, and I'll link that up here too once I've got that done. Handmade gift idea number 8 is a quilt or a blanket. This can be really meaningful, especially if there's somebody really important in your life who lives far away. Because it's like when you wrap yourself up in a blanket or a quilt from someone you love, it's kind of like you're wrapping yourself in a hug. My grandma made me a blanket when I was little, and I have loved that thing, and she's passed away, and it is my most prized possession because I feel like I get a hug from her every time I use it, and it is so special to me. Another fun idea to personalize it even more is if somebody has a bunch of t-shirts. For example, I have a ton of volleyball jerseys from over the years, and I've always wanted to turn them into a quilt. I've been saving them to be able to do that. So if you have somebody who you know has a lot of t-shirts that are really special to them, or jerseys or anything, you could make a quilt out of them. Idea number 9 is to make a paper Christmas village, and I made them last year, but I basically just cut them out on my Cricut. I designed them in Canva myself, and then I cut them out on my Cricut, and I just taped them together. It was really simple. Eventually, I am going to be sharing a tutorial on how I made these houses, so stay tuned for that and make sure you're following along so that you don't miss it when it happens. I also sent some houses to my siblings that live all over the country, and we had a Christmas party over Zoom, and the kids colored their houses and made this little Christmas craft all together. Idea number 10 is really fun for like a married couple or somebody who's recently added a new family member to their family, and that is to make homemade stockings, matching stockings. I made my husband and I stockings last year for Christmas, and it was so fun. I put our initials on them and made them our own, and I made sure to buy excess fabric so that once we do have kids one day, I can make them stockings as well that match ours. I feel like stockings are such a key aspect of Christmas traditions, and so having one that's from someone meaningful or handmade is such a special thing to have. Okay, that was quite the list. I am going to be sharing so much more Christmas content with you guys. We barely scratched the surface today. Today was just a brainstorm, idea dump, and I am going to be making DIY tutorials, crafting tutorials, gift wrapping tutorials. So many tutorials and ideas are coming your way, so be sure to hit like and subscribe. My name is Jenneca, and I make home-centered content designed to inspire creativity and resourcefulness. Things like DIY, crafting, decorating, and organization. And I am so glad to have you here. If you would like to join me this Christmas season and would like more ideas and inspiration, be sure to hit like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.